planner friends, it's Nia. Welcome to Life with Nia. It is time for a budget mid-month update for the month of April 2021. I am using the Budget Moms Budget by Paycheck boxed set, and so each little booklet is for 1 month. This is the month of April. And then I'm also using the Erin Condren Monthly Planner, and some people may feel like that's redundant. It's what works for me. I have everything in this 7x9 planner for the entire year. So I have set up an annual budget, annual sinking funds, trackers for the entire year in here. And so I'm not able to do that in something small like this, but I like the portability and versatility of the box set. So I use that as well. So this is my April month at a glance. I like to lay out all my bills and check them off as they are paid. And so as we enter into the last couple of weeks of April, I just have a few bills that still need to be paid, a loan, instant ink, and a credit card bill. And these are things that automatically come out on their respective due dates. So that is all set up that way. I have my saving challenges set up here: income, expenses, cash envelope, sinking funds, debt tracker, weekly check-in, business expenses, and another savings challenge. And I use this setup just about every week. It's what works for me. Or every month, I should say, not every week. I also typically have some goals written in here, but I never got around to decorating it. So let's take a look at our goals and savings challenges first, and I'll show you my setup here. So again, I've got all the bills laid out on the calendar. I have a list of monthly tasks / goals for the month. One of the savings tracker, sinking fund trackers, I just moved some that I like to look at more frequently over onto this page. I printed it on sticker paper and stuck it down on this page, which was a line sheet like this. This is the paycheck bill tracker, and you get 5 of these. I had not been using them every week, but I have tried to start using it each week because I am paid by Etsy weekly to track that paycheck. And so far it's going pretty good. I don't use it exactly perfect, but it is a new process for me. And like you see, I put myself a note here. It's just a breakdown only. So I've been doing that a little bit different. Then I have a place to track all of my expenses. So this page is for cash envelopes only. Then I have a place where I'm tracking Afterpay, and this is what's coming out of my account. At the end, I will do the monthly budget breakdown, debt and savings breakdown, and then the comparison of April spending to March spending. So there's March and April. So for the goals this month, and again, they're a combination of goals and things that I want to accomplish, monthly tasks. We're still, middle of the month. So far I have hit my savings goal, and I did pay off my Quicksilver credit card. Working on Etsy sales of $17.50 this month, tracking my expenses. So far, so good. No credit card. So far, so good. But I won't check that off until we get to the end of the month because there's still a few weeks left. These are some business things that I'm working on, and everything is sort of in a holding pattern because I'm waiting for the IRS to issue an EIN. I wasn't able to do it online, and I had to fax the documents in, and they are extremely far behind on everything. And so until I have that EIN, I can't get the business license, and everything else that comes thereafter. And I just don't feel like I should set up my Shopify account and start paying for it until I have everything else in place. So waiting for the EIN, and then I can move into some of the other things. The things down here are not really goals for the month, just some notes for things that I want to do this month. So that's where we're at on goals. For our savings challenges, I did 2 of the Budget Mom Savings Challenges this month because I felt like this one, the Count Your Bills Savings Challenge, was not going to yield a lot. So what I do with this one is every Wednesday I count the dollar bills in my variable expense cash envelopes, which is my grocery, gas, household, and eating out. And I thought it was going to be actually really low, but the first week it was 26 and the second week it was 23. So I have saved that. I don't know that it will be that high the next 2 weeks though. So we have two more weeks to go on that one. Because I didn't think it was going to be very high, I went back to the January Savings Challenge, where you pick a 5-letter word and each letter has a respective dollar amount. So I chose the word grace, which equals $34, and I've already saved that. In addition, I have already picked my weeks for the 52-week savings challenge, so I don't go straight down the list. I move it around because some weeks I have a little bit more money coming in and some weeks I have a little bit less. So I had picked out $4 amounts for April: $6, $7, $23, and $44, and that's a total of $80 that's already been saved and done. And then at the end of the month, I will take all of my $5 bills and put that towards my vacation fund. And I won't know that amount until we get to the end of the month. So for savings this month, I have saved a total of $561.94. And that is a combination of like savings into sinking funds as well. So I had $50. Let's see, I put it down here. So I had $50 that I was going to save to my car fund, and that's done. $100 to my emergency fund, that is done. The goal was $200 to tax. So far, I've saved $225, and I'm just going to go ahead and continue to save more because I know I will have these tax payments coming up, and so I'd rather be ahead of it. $80 went to the 52-week, and so far, $83 has gone to the Budget Mom Savings Challenge. I also got a check for a class action settlement for $23.94, and I put that into my Christmas savings account. So $561.94, that does not include the $10 I put to fun, $10 I put to beauty, $20 I put to business, or the $20 to health and $20 for pet. So that is another $80 as well. So that's where we're at on savings and savings challenges. Next is income. So income for this month, I had expected it to be approximately $2,975.62. So far, month to date, we are at $8,083.56. That is because I received a payment of $2,475 from work for, it's not overtime, but it's like overtime. I am an exempt employee, so I'm salaried, but because of the pandemic, we are working like maniacs. And so we have this pay differential that we can receive in the state of an emergency. And so, you know, I should put out there, I work about 18 hours a day as well, 7 days a week. So it's only an extra $300 a week for the week that I qualify, and then it's taxed at the supplemental rate. So actually I received half of what I earned, but it's better than nothing. I appreciate the little extra boost. So that's why the salary is high this week. I still have 2 more weeks of payments from Etsy, and we will see what those are as the month wraps up. 2 of the things I wanted to do was increase my retirement contribution to an extra $50 a month. So I did do that. It won't go into effect until my next paycheck, which is May. May 1st. And then I wanted to increase the amount that I set aside for taxes each week to $50 a week from 25. And so I have done that, and I actually put a little bit more away. So that is that. Expenses are pretty much, like I said, already, you saw the month at a glance, already done. I have a few bills left, and those, PD says hi, will come out automatically. So cash envelopes. This month, this is what I allocated to my cash envelopes this month. And really just focusing on the variable ones. Groceries, $160, eating out, $60, household, $40, gas, $100. Those are the ones that I track each week. And so this is my weekly check-in. I think I'm in a good place for all of these. I'm in a good place at everything except for maybe groceries. Groceries, I have $34 left, and I have a house full of groceries, so it's just a matter of eating what I have at home. But I am likely gonna go over that. Eating out, I have 22, should be fine. Household, I have 18, that should be fine. And gas, I have 30, that should be fine. And, you know, it is the middle of the month. It's actually the 18th of April. I have not really been teleworking too much, but I have, I think, like 3/4 of a tank of gas right now. So even like driving in, because the traffic is so light, I'm not using a lot of gas, and I probably will not need to get gas until next weekend. And I know that if I put the $30 that I have left in my gas tank, that should last me through till payday. So I feel good about that. Eating out is, you know, I don't have to do that. I don't need anything for my household right now. Actually, I do need a couple of things. I'm going to go buy some clothespins and hang some clothes out to dry, because it's supposed to be 90 here because my dryer is not working. So household-wise, on a whole separate note, I had been saving the money that I was saving for the Budget Mom and the Budget Mom Savings Challenges and the 52-week challenge was going to go to a refrigerator. And I've shared in previous videos that my refrigerator is special. It's probably, I think I got it in 2007. So, you know, it's had a good run. The refrigerator part works. The freezer part of it does not freeze in the summertime or when it's warm. It's cold, but it's not freezing anything. And I just deal with it. And then the ice maker and the water maker don't work on it anymore. But the refrigerator itself still works. And so I had saved about $350 in like my home savings fund, and 180 or so in the Budget Mom Savings Challenge envelopes. So that is how much? Let's see. 350 and 180. So I had about $530. Well, my dryer stopped working. So it is spinning or whatever you call it, but there's no heat. It may be something that the heating element can just be fixed. It may be that I need to buy a new dryer. To be determined. I really haven't done anything other than go to my mom's house and dry the clothes that I needed to dry. I don't have a lot of things that need to be dried until I wash like sheets, and then it's an issue. So right now I'm just using all the clean sheets in the house. Instead of washing them every week like I normally would, I'm just pulling out another set. So I figured I could just hang the laundry out to dry like we did in the good old days. But it's not that I don't have the money, because I just told y'all I have the savings challenge money. I just don't want to spend it. It's like, I'm glad that I don't have to sit here and wait till the next paycheck, which is what I would have had to do before budgeting. I would have had to, try to cash flow it or put it on a credit card or whatever. So I have the money. It's just painful to part with it. And that is, part of the whole budgeting thing. It's supposed to feel painful. But it's also supposed to feel like there's no stress in it. And there isn't any stress in it for me. I just don't want to part with the money. But I don't feel stressed out because it's like, oh my gosh, where am I going to get this money from? I have the money. And so that is a relief. And I'm grateful for that. And I would not be able to do that were it not for the budgeting that I've been doing. So we'll see if I buy a dryer by the end of the month, or if I just go old school and hang my stuff out to dry. Fortunately, I live in California and it's warm here. And so, we can old school it and have that fresh linen off the line. But that's where we're at on that. So I just have a decision to make. So far, month to date on debt, I have paid off a couple of things. So I paid off the Overstock credit card, and I paid off the Quicksilver credit card, and I paid off Klarna, which I paid off Klarna last month. So that's not really a win. And so we're going to see if like this month, this debt number, we can actually truly bring it down some. That is what I'm looking to do. I may pay off something else. Afterpay is not going to be one of those things. I was doing pretty good on using it, minimally, but no. Business expenses have been a little bit high this month. So far, to date, Etsy, I have $1,015 in sales, $282 in fees and shipping have come out of that, and I have spent quite a bit on mainly sticker paper. I've spent a little bit over $200 on sticker paper, so that is the bulk of my expenses. And then I've had to purchase like some art and some postage, and I had my die cuts. You may have seen that I had new die cuts in the shop. I've had those produced by an outside company, and they are phenomenal quality, so worth every penny. So I'm going to be purchasing some additional die cuts, and so those are things I have to buy up front and then wait for the money to come back in when they sell, and hopefully they sell. So that is it for this month. That is my mid-month budget update. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below, and I will check in with you again at the end of April to let you know where everything settled at. So for now, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.